A Harnett County man who spent nearly a quarter century locked in prison is now free. His murder conviction overturned. Quincy Amerson sitting down with Tamara Scott to talk about the 25-year-long ordeal. Tamara, how did this conviction get overturned?
Well, Joel, it was a pretty long process here for Quincy, his family, and his lawyers, but they're all working together. His lawyers tell me that ultimately it came down to there not being enough evidence to hold that conviction and a new analysis of the evidence and the case at the time.
I just wanted to collapse right then. I've been telling myself, like, man, there's no way in the world I can get found guilty of this.
Disbelief was written all over Quincy's face in this video when he was convicted of killing 7-year-old Sharita Rivera. But today, Quincy walks with his head held high and his mother by his side.
Oh, man, that was overwhelming. I have seen her since I've been gone, you know, from visits or whatever, but to be in the house with them, my family at the time, that was a wonderful feeling. I haven't never felt anything as good.
Last month, a Superior Court judge vacated his first-degree murder conviction and sentence. Jim Coleman and his law students at Duke's wrongful conviction clinic worked for 17 years for this outcome.
I can't imagine what it's like to be convicted for something you didn't do and then to be thrown in prison and told you're never going to get out.
In 1999, Rivera was found dead on a road after being hit by multiple cars. The prosecution relied mostly on the police officer's initial assessment and the testimony of a state trooper who conducted an accident reconstruction. Coleman tells me he saw inconsistencies with the evidence and the story.
They have no explanation for how she got down to where she was killed, and then they couldn't explain how it was Quincy and not the other cars that had run over.
Coleman and his team brought in a new reconstruction expert to review the case again. They agreed the original findings could not prove beyond a reasonable doubt Quincy was guilty. Last week, District Attorney Suzanne Matthews finally dismissed the case.
Just like that. Wow. Man, heart beating fast. I wanted to get away real fast.
Nobody can imagine the pain it felt to go through something for 24 years.
Quincy missed out on watching his kids grow up and meeting his nieces. He says he has a lot of catching up to do.
I just want to be with my family all the time. I was looking at my nieces, I couldn't stop looking at them.
But still wonders what happened to Sharita and her mother, Patrice, who was found murdered in their home the same day in 1999.
I think she was a hit-and-run victim. I think she was in the house when her mother was killed. I think she ran out, and I think a car killed her.
Quincy walking into a new life full of gratefulness and determination.
And I want to go further and hopefully use my case, you know what I'm saying, to shed light on, you know, the injustice.
So now Sharita's death remains unsolved, and no one was ever convicted of her mother's murder case either. But Quincy says he hopes their family fights for the truth. I've reached out to the DA for more comment and have not received anything back. Back to you.
An incredible journey that it has been, and yes, he has to make up for a lot of lost time. Very good story there, Tamara. Thank you.